Ladies and gentlemen, your roastmaster, Gilbert Garfield.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. Welcome to the... What? Is this a countdown? All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, and welcome to the Roast of Maxime Simonet, celebrating the final week of... now? Okay. Well, thank you, okay. Thank you, and welcome to the Roast of Maxime Simonet, celebrating the final week of solo Bloodfeast. I'm your roastmaster, Gilbert Garfield. Now, for those who don't know, Bloodfeast is ostensibly a show where Max solves the New York Times crossword. Well, let me rephrase that. Bloodfeast is ostensibly a show, and that's a generous description. But we're here tonight to roast Maxime Simonet, the self-proclaimed hardest-working man in streams. Max is on air 9 hours a week, and the rest of the time he's on horse tranquilizers. But seriously, folks, Max works hard to entertain himself. I suppose solo Bloodfeast had a solo target audience. The whole thing is very masturbatory. But, Max could care less about the viewers as long as Daddy gets his. But you know what Daddy I feel bad for, though? Dave Bonowitz. Dave has to deal with the crying and the moaning and the horrible odors. So he quit working with Max and had a baby. But when Max was a baby, his father really went the extra mile. Some fathers cut the umbilical cord. Max's father cut ties. That said, Max is a very international fellow. His mom lives in Sonoma, his dad lives in France, and he lives in a self-congratulatory state of delusion. Max, it says here that you live in wine, that you're from wine country.
Brad, you were supposed to bring me to the stage. I mean, Gilbert Garfield was supposed to bring me to the stage.
Oh, have I just been doing my set the whole time?
Yeah, you never brought... And now I guess... Because you're supposed to say this to me in the modicum of the day,
Oh, right. And now coming to the stage, our man of the hour to be roasted, Maxime Simonet. Should I start over?
Thanks, Gilbert. It's a great set so far. Love to see some more from you. Let's keep going. Let's bring the comedy down. Hey, don't go easy on me.
Oh, then you'll like this next one. 9, 8, 7, 6. Now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it says here. It says here, Max, that you're from wine country? Do I have that right? Oh, no. No, sorry. I misread that. It says Max is a whiny cunt. Anyway, for solo Bloodfeast, Max has had on a variety of guests. From former co-workers to adult film stars.
Hey,
In other words,
I have had that.
yeah, in other words, from former co-workers to future co-workers. Now, the joke there, in case you missed it, is that Max is soon going to be doing porn, if you can believe it. Can you imagine a porno with the title Bloodfeast? Yeah. I hear it's a period piece. Speaking of former co-workers, Max used to work at the Onion until Avi Izor ate it for lunch with a slice of cheese. And thank you. And speaking of the Bloodfeast community, one night on the show, AJ tried to complete a Sudoku. Afterwards, all the viewers committed seppuku. Really though, Max has a great career. He has 2 animated series, Tender Touches and Gamuseru. The shows are improvised, serialized, and barely televised. Seriously, they're on after midnight, once every 18 months? You'd get more airtime if you bombed a post office. Max's cartoons are what you would refer to
Snoop Dogg liked that one.
Oh, yeah. He's high out of his gourd. But Max's cartoons are what you might refer to as cult hits. As in, anyone who tunes in wants to kill themselves. But Maxime Simonet's career is on the rise. In fact, here's something you might hear soon. Maxime Simonet walked into a talent agency and delivered a pizza to the 4th floor.
That was good because we thought you were going to do the fucking, that famous joke.
For the aristocrats,
That's how we
of
were
course.
going to do the aristocrats.
Oh, yeah, well, the aristocrats, because I'm Gilbert Garfield.
That's true. And that's also, even if it was really Bradley, you love children's movies.
Oh, yeah. Now this is the part of the roast where I might have told a joke about Max's romantic relationships. But much like Max, I couldn't commit. But Max doesn't have time for relationships. Like I said earlier, he's on 9 hours a week. 9 hours a week, can you believe it? That's 1 hour for every viewer. Max has been pretty busy lately during this quarantine. During the quarantine, Max made a big pot of chili. Much like Max, it was too thick and not very hot. Now, during the quarantine, Max has been working out in his trainer's garage.
God, these are the deep cuts.
Which makes sense. That's where most people keep tools. Now, during the quarantine, do you sense a theme? During the quarantine, Max has been obsessively fingering his tiny piano. And now, Max, why would you refer to your penis as a tiny piano? To follow up on that, during the quarantine, Max endeavored to build the longest boat, which is, of course, compensating for having the tiniest piano. And finally, during the quarantine, Max gained control of the live stream. But he drank so many hard seltzers he lost control of his piss stream. And before we get to some of the guests on tonight's dais, I, Gilbert Garfield, just want to give a few quick shout-outs. Shout out Lasagna, shout out Pookie, shout out Naps, shout out the Klopman Diamond. And a couple of quick fuck yous. Fuck you, Odie. Fuck you, John Arbuckle. Fuck you, Mondays. And fuck you, Normal. And with that said, that was a wonderful opening monologue. Max, what do you think? Should we bring some other people on up? Yeah, let's do it.
No, hey, I was gonna answer. Bitch, you're the roast master. I just keep them coming. I don't think I'm half cooked. I don't think I'm even half baked yet. And you want to make me sure I'm tender with a fork before you fuck me later.
Yeah. Speaking of bake, cut the Snoop Dogg. Cut the Snoop Dogg.
I can't cut
again.
the Snoop Dogg on command. It's Lisa Lesmanelli.
Oh, Lisa Lampanelli, the one who fucks the black guys. That's the joke they make about her.
I know, but we don't talk about that
anyway.
during the show.
Well, I know, but that's the joke they make during the. All right. Anyway, our first guest up tonight is Manda, a stiff, emotionally distant woman and tertiary streams personality. Take it away, Manda. Manda? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I misread.
Can you read?
Our first guest tonight is Megan Keister, a stiff, emotionally distant woman and tertiary streams personality. Here's the roasting mommy herself.
So, when I found out that this was a roast, I did like how the roastmaster general would do. I groomed a 15-year-old. And then asked her father for permission to date her, and then he said yes. And I guess apparently I did that with a few other people too. But only one's coming forward now. What can I say about Max? I've recently heard that he's from Sonoma County. That sucks. There's a lot of rich people in Sonoma, and when there's rich people, there's rich food, which must explain why he's French. Because French people. Okay, how much of an amateur is Max? He didn't actually really even ask me to write any jokes. How much of an amateur am I? Even if I weren't asked, which I wasn't, I wouldn't write any because I don't respect him because he's a bitch.
What? I'm a bitch? It's not even a joke.
Sorry. I'm just trying to.
Sounds like you're just making excuses for being lazy.
Okay, so I'm not being paid for this.
Well, do you want me to Venmo you like $5 right now or something?
If you could, yeah, I have my phone next to me.
Will you say a good joke?
No, well, hey, Max. Hey, Max.
Yeah.
Max. Fuck you.
So do you want $5? Like, what's your Venmo?
At Megan-Keister.
But that's spelled weird, right?
Yeah, it's Koester.
Is that Slavic or is it Germanic?
I actually don't know. That's kind of a good question. I don't speak to anyone on my father's side of the family. So I don't know. And actually, I mean, I'm not really talking to my mother right now either. So Max is such a
I sent you $7, and I put a little nice message in.
Oh yeah, okay. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Max. Okay.
What's the message
okay.
say?
Max. It says get yourself something nice. Okay. Max. Max is I guess on staff at Adult Swim, right? That's I think what you want to say on. Is that so I guess you can afford to give me $7. I don't really know anything about Max. I've never watched his program. He's got facial hair. I heard once he gave a free mustache ride to the other guy that's on this show with him, whose name escapes me. For the context of that joke, you know how humor's really good when it's predicated on someone who's not homosexual being homosexual, and how like crazy that would be. That's really good humor. Max has sexual intercourse with men. Can you believe it?
I think a lot of people
How
could.
gross would that be if he did? Right? That's the joke. Max. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of followers on Instagram. It's kind of pathetic, actually. He's got like 730 or something, which is like, there's probably dental techs in the Midwest that have more than that. Maybe he should try harder at social. It's just like, okay, if he's on 9 hours a week, and he's only got 700 followers, that's just fucking whack, dude. Right? Like, I guess nobody likes him at all. And it kind of makes me wonder why he's on more than me. Because I have more than 700 followers on Instagram. I'm not, like, trying to be a bitch or whatever, but I do. Oh, my Chromebook says that my internet connection's unstable. Max, I heard one time that Max tried to make love to someone and his pee-pee wouldn't get big. So that person was disappointed.
Well, I subscribe to him, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, this happened in the past. Sorry. I guess people can change. Okay, well, I also heard that recently, Max's mom, she's alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, her name's Vicky.
I recently heard that she died of embarrassment because Max is her son. Vicky died, and no one cared. Actually, even less people care about Vicky than they do about Max. People got happy when Vicky died. I'm laughing just thinking about it. Oh, and Max's dad. How can I mean, where to begin with that? Max's dad is French, so I guess it means he thinks that what Louis C.K. did isn't that big a deal.
Did you cut the cord?
I have to find glasses.
Did you cut the cord?
No. Let the specialist do that. Do I go on the spatial navette and push the button at some Plaza Center? No.
She asked, is it wearing spectacles and has mustache?
No, but he was like this when he was born.
Okay.
No, it's like an erection.
Clearly that didn't stick.
Max's dad looks like a fucking one of those the Italian that plays in the Chuck E. Cheese band. And what can I say about Max? Do you have any siblings?
I have a half brother. His name's Jake.
What can I say about Max's half brother named Jake, other than that he's not fully related to Max? So if Max needed like bone marrow transplant or something, you probably couldn't get it from Jake. I heard that one time. I heard that one time Max went to the supermarket and he went there to buy some groceries, and he like filled his cart like full of groceries, like everything that he needed. He brought a list too to make sure that he didn't forget anything. And he just like, you know, when you go to the grocery store, and even though like you don't necessarily
Megan's
have
roasting.
to like
Shut
go
up,
up
dude.
and down all the lines. No, I'm done. I'm almost done.
Let go. I'm
relating
sorry,
to
this guy's
anecdote
fucking
about one
interrupt. That's
time
rude
with
of
Max.
him. No, I want to hear
Hey,
this.
I'm sorry,
This
dude.
one, no, she's
I
actually
don't think
painting a
it's
fucking.
rude. I think it's
She's painting a fucking story, so I kind of want to
no.
hear it.
I think it's cool.
Like,
Okay,
for
go
once.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Do it, you know?
Okay, thanks, man.
No, can
so I heard that one time, huh? Can I?
Yeah, go
Is
for
it
it.
okay
Sorry.
if I go? If
Yeah,
I keep
yeah.
going? Okay. I heard that one time Max went to the grocery store to get some groceries, and he like had a big list because he was his mom was having a party. He wasn't invited, but his mom was having a party, and she wanted him to get a bunch of stuff like ketchup and mustard and like pickles and hamburgers and hot dogs and hamburger buns, hot dog buns, like soda pop, diet and non-diet, lemonade, and like also iced tea if somebody wanted to make an Arnold Palmer, like chips and salsa, and what else did she want? A potato salad, and macaroni salad too, and that cold fried chicken that you can get from the grocery store, and maybe like
that.
4 other things are on the list, right? So Max goes into the grocery store with this list, right? And he walks inside and he's got the list and he gets his cart, right? He gets his cart and he like props the list up on the cart. And he's starting to push the cart, right? But then he died. What a bitch, you guys.
Oh, thank you, Megan. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. You know, if I could ship Megan off to Abu Dhabi like normal, I would. Except Abu Dhabi doesn't have a legal age of consent, so she'd probably like that. Because that's her one joke. Anyway,
No, she also-
folks.
no, wait, Brad, I don't want to.
Gilbert!
Honestly, Megan, and this, you know me, I want to be part of the LA crowd, the cool crowd, these cool, LA, San Francisco air mattress bitches, I want to be part of this scene. Honestly, I think she does come from a place that maybe you don't empathize with because you're just reference humor, but she did have jokes about my half-brother and also jokes about going to the supermarket and...
Yeah, exactly, man.
A joke about my mom dying.
And like him being a bitch and stuff.
And me being a bitch
and
and
her mom
stuff.
and his mom.
Like Vicky, what if she died? Like Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, let's get to our next roaster of the night.
Fucking break here.
Our next guest tonight is somebody who Max likes to put on top of the fridge. Because heaven forbid his fat ass give up any space in the fridge. She's best known for talking like a baby and eating potatoes. So here's somebody who has the IQ of a baby and looks like a potato. Tina Loringer.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's an honor to be here today. Thank you, Gilbert, for hosting the roast tonight. You're truly a man of many, many talents that happen to be wasteful to society and mind-numbing to be in the presence of. You're probably the most god-awful. You're probably the most god-awful, annoying sub-man alive, and I hope I never meet you in person. And thank you, Megan.
What?
And thank you, Megan, for your set as well. You're a dumpster woman. I'm so happy to be here with the rest of you guys tonight. I won't say who's here because it's sort of a surprise. But let me just say that it's shocking that this is the batch of people chosen to be here today. So now it's time to talk about the man of the hour, Max.
Was that the joke? It's shocking.
It's shocking. The people who you've chosen today to be here. I'm surprised. Like, you have other friends, I thought. These are all random people you're hardly friends with. So, now it's time to talk about Maxime Simonet. As we were talking about, he was born and raised in Sonoma, California, which, as we also said, is known for its winemaking affluence. So, it's no surprise to me that he is the whiniest, most flatulent man I know. You see what I did there? Affluence, yeah, flatulence. But I'm not even kidding. 90% of our friendship is him whining to me about how hard it is to be a white man on the top of his salary range. And the other 10% is him talking to me about his farts and shits. He does it all the time. He'll tell me when he's shitting all the time. I don't want it. I don't like it.
Normal though. Like, what the fuck?
Now that I say it out loud, I'm not entirely sure why I'm such good friends with him. I don't think he knows.
What your point is here.
I don't think he knows when my birthday is. But you know, I happen to know the length of his refractory period. So
he does it though.
It's no secret that his parents are divorced and that his real dad lives in France. It's, you know, half of his personality is having an unloving, distant father. But honestly, can you blame his father? Can you blame him for abandoning his family, though? Imagine seeing your failure of a cream pie slide out of your wife's putrid cunt. I would also run away to France to not have to raise him.
How many times are we saying cunt tonight? It's okay because it's a roast, right?
Because of this, his daddy issues. His daddy issues are so deep-rooted. Every time a woman calls him daddy in bed, he feels the urgency to flee. Now, this is probably why he has so much trouble settling down. You know, it's not like present 2020 Max doesn't have a huge selection of 9s and 10s to choose from. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with a man with 2 15-minute length TV shows that air at midnight on what could be considered half of a TV network, TV channel? Or maybe it's the live streaming success that women are drawn to. How could you not want to marry a man who jerks off his own ego and plays piano in front of at least 100 people a night? Now, if only he could go back and tell his college virgin self this 10 years ago, Max once was the grossest, most privileged incel at his liberal arts college. Now look at him. He's the grossest, most privileged womanizer at a TV network. Although sometimes I think he may still have some lingering incel tendencies, whether it's his chronic masturbation or his hatred for the sound of women laughing. And I'm not even kidding. One of the first things he's ever said to me.
For 30 years. I didn't know
Shut the fuck up! Can you hang up on him?
Okay.
He's our live audience.
Chill.
You don't talk Darius, comedy. What are you doing? No lie. This is one of the first things he said to me.
Look, okay, it's
one of the first. Shut up! Shut up! one of the first things he's ever said to me was how he hated the sound of me being happy. And then little did I know that he would be the cause of my unhappiness for years to come. But there's no denying that this man is talented. We wouldn't be roasting him tonight if he wasn't. His top skills to me are, number 1, playing piano for people who don't want to hear it. Number 2, sending unsolicited nudes. And number 3, convincing networks to make his shitty cartoons. If I had to think of 3 skills for him to improve on, they would be, number 1, listen to your coworkers when they tell you to stop making jokes about their genitals. Number 2, stop hiring maids to clean your 500 square foot apartment. And number 3, develop a skill set that lives outside of entertainment, because we all know one day you will be rightfully canceled. Anyways, in all honesty, he's one of my best friends, I guess. I don't mind looking like him. Thanks.
And that was Tina, everybody. Sometimes called Tuna, and that set was drier than a tuna when it flops on land. Might as well been looking at a dead fish with the amount she emoted. Anyway, folks, our next guest tonight...
Wait, can I roast KP Senti for a sec? Also, we're going to have to go quick. We have to go quick.
Okay.
Guys, we got to snap this up. We need to double them.
Sure.
KP Senti's been reacting to every joke like it's not an exaggerated fact, but it's 100%, and says, Max sends nudes, and then the shy monkey face.
Oh, I have a KP Senti joke. Should I do it?
Let's do it.
All right. KP Senti, I thought he might call, but KP Senti is a fellow who claims his dick is too long, but also that movies, the very concept of movies, are too long. The only thing we all agree on is that his life has gone on too long. Anyway, folks, let's get to the next guest. Our next guest tonight goes by Dap Master Zack. An ironic title, as he's the master of nothing, especially not his own domain. That's right, he's a chronic masturbator. It's Dap Masturbate Zack.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, make this quick.
Okay, Max told me not to do any jokes, but can I play the song I had?
Sure.
You want? Okay. I have a song. All right. Max said I could do this song. The Kill Bill. Battles of click right here. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dutchie, off the record, you enjoying the roast?
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Yeah, let's go! Heavy metal!
Yeah.
Now, just say one mean thing about me, and then I'll if you're done.
Okay, Max, I have a joke about you. Max Simonet. His name sounds like semen. Where do you get your shirts at? The semen store?
It also sounds like semen egg.
semen egg.
Better ejaculate than never. He got one in, just like he has one sperm cell left because he jacks his shriveled cock so much. Anyway, I don't know anything about you, so that's the shtick. Anyway, folks, our last roaster of the night played a girl in a dog costume on Tender Touches, largely because only dogs can hear her incredibly high-pitched voice. She's known in the chat as Wormy because, much like a dog, she has intestinal worms. Here's a lady who's rotten both inside and out. Nicole Ducc.
Hi, it's me. Today I was told that we were going to roast a man of honor and talent, but unfortunately, KP couldn't be here. So instead we have Maxime Simonet, a guy who looks like a mob boss's socially awkward son that he's embarrassed of. Thanks. I'm gonna make this quick, just like Maxime Simonet.
Oh no, we made time for you.
Oh, well, I was gonna make a semen joke again. I was gonna...
Do it!
Just like Maxime Simonet's sex life. Quick. Brad and Tina, why are your names 4 letters? That's stupid. Yeah!
Yeah!
Let's see it. Oh, yeah. Also, I drew, because everyone was pretty boring, I drew Maxime over and over again. So that's pretty good. He's really fat here. I was thinking, as I was drawing him, Maxime, why is your hair long and why do you have double chins? But then I realized you have a lot in common with Egoraptor. That's probably why children are attracted to you. That's why you get so well.
Yeah!
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 I have other jokes, but I don't know how much time you have.
No, go for it. 7:45. You can do 3 more jokes. 5 more.
Okay, 3 more jokes.
We got plenty of time.
Why does Maxime have to have a whole entire show? Just so that he can insert himself as the main character, so that he can get.
So you've got a microphone to your side, and you're faking to hold a microphone. Okay, let's do that one more time. You're doing great, honestly.
Thanks. Why does Maxime have a TV show? It's because he needs to self-insert himself as the main character, so he can get even more attention. Thanks, guys. Speaking of our TV show, Tender Touches had a trailer on YouTube, but all the comments were either talking about Rick and Morty, Smiling Friends, or your other show, Game of Setchu Machu Picchu, which is very funny because remember the time that you had an interview with Scad and you were afraid to fail? Well, look how that turned out.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, look at it. Right at it.
Look at it. I have other jokes, but they're just making fun of.
Keep going. That's the point.
Do it.
Well, they're not. They're like.
Make fun
there's
of.
no other
make fun
joke.
of Megan. Make fun of Tina.
Well, Megan's too pretty, and Tina
So
is
Tina's
too
not
powerful.
too pretty.
No, she's rich and powerful, and she's scary. And Megan makes too many pedophile jokes, so I don't trust her. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's not be too hard on her. You know, she was. This is what she used her Make-A-Wish on, and it's always sad to see a child, die both on stage and in real life. And it's just so tragic. Anyway, we've had a lot of fun here tonight. Our thanks to Monster Energy, our thanks to Boar's Head Cappy Ham, and our thanks to Shell Gasoline for sponsoring this roast tonight. Those are the sponsors. I'm clearly out of written content. Anyway, now that he's been dragged across the coals and roasted like the pig he is, let's end the comedy luau by allowing Maxime Simonet to have his, what I'm sure is a marvelous rebuttal.
Thank you.
Zack, I have a joke. I have a roast joke.
Let's hear your roast real quick.
Okay. Well, I've known Maxime Simonet for 30 years. More like 30 years too many. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang up on you. Okay, wow, guys, thanks so much. That was fucking awesome. A lot of you came and gave your all, and it was great. First of all, thanks to the master of the roast, Gilbert Garfield, or should I say Brad Milner, of course. Brad, you're kind of like Gilbert. You're both loud and annoying and soaked in Jewy stereotypes that honestly hurt our community more than it helps it. But the main difference is Gilbert got in trouble for tweeting jokes about a tsunami in Japan, and I wish you'd die in a tsunami in Japan. For the longest time, I didn't put Bradley's number saved in my phone because I didn't want to lie and have my phone think Bradley is a real human being. Instead, he's just a series of numbers. What numbers, you ask? 0 out of 10. Mostly 0 out of other numbers. Because he sucks.
Are you going to make a joke about Jews just being reduced to numbers? This is what you want to do? You want to call me a Jewish stereotype and then do that?
The great thing is having him host this event holocaust me nothing. But the fact your family's still alive holocaust us all.
Could have been paid $6 million.
Megan Keister from The Perfect Women is here tonight. My boss Matt Harrigan actually once wanted to call it The Perfect Women and also Megan, who sucks ass, but that was too long for our schedule page. Also, everyone realizes it when they sees her dumb face that she's stupid. Right? Fuck that dumb dumb idiot.
It is true. I'm a fucking stupid.
Megan, is it true that you hate dogs?
You're right.
Do you hate dogs?
Yeah.
I've been told you hate dogs. Is that because your whole family says your genitals smell like expired sour cream? I mean, your whole family says your genitals smell like dogs? Megan, you have a section of your website called Where to See Me and Hear Me. And honestly, though, you should talk to your SEO expert and figure out that you need a link most people want, which is Where to See Me and Hear Me get butchered to pieces by a roving band of time-traveling Mongols so you never have to hear my comedy again.
$20?
Yeah.
Why don't you do a pirate joke next, you fucking bitch?
Okay. The great thing about Megan Keister is she loves the R word. Nope, not retard, raping kids. Tina Loringer's also here. She did a great set on me. What a good friend Tina is. Tina's so on the spectrum, she's like an autistic prism. And like the dark side of the moon, I wish I'd never have to see her face again. I wish you weren't here is what I'm saying. The only reason I'd vote for Trump is so they could build Pink Floyd's The Wall around you and let you crumble to dust in silence while the rest of us go about our productive, intelligible lives. Tina, you keep repeating your dumb catchphrase, egg, over and over again, which makes me wish more and more I could rip out your spinal cord and make you a vegetable. You breathe like a coked-up poodle chewing on an air-filled condom. Every straight guy in chat is in love with you, which just goes to show you're just accessible and safe enough to be a beacon of hope for a bunch of chained-up virgins in the United Kingdom. Dapmaster Zack was here, a Swap Shop fan, often called Fat Zack by anyone with half a brain, even if they don't know Zack White. You played the electric guitar on Skype last night to audition for this roast, and I kept hoping your mom would come in and yell at you. But then I remembered you probably have her tied up in some closet so you can fuck her when you have your little fits and frustrated tantrums. Nicole was here as well tonight, Decola, the Wormy. Nicole, you'd always call in the Bloodfeast and call me fat. Are you just afraid I'd eat you because you sound like you're 2 inches fucking tall? Because you really shouldn't worry. I don't enjoy the taste of dumb, rotten cunts. Regardless, I don't want to shame you for working a pedophile roleplay phone sex hotline. The money that Brad pays you to purr the name Charlene like you do is good money. Nicole, you live in Florida, you like to draw cartoons, you fancy yourself an artist, and you masturbate to Sonic the Hedgehog erotica, which is a perfect recipe for you dying of either falling in an alligator's mouth or COVID-19 in the next 12 months, if we're lucky. So thank you guys for being at my roast. Tomorrow's the last day of Solo Bloodfeast. Ducc was on the phone. Ducc was on the phone earlier. Fuck, what can I say about Ducc?
Should I do it?
Ducc was on the... Shut up. Ducc was on the phone earlier. Ducc was on the phone earlier. Ducc was... Ducc was, Ducc fell off. Ducc was on the phone earlier. Do you mean what you were saying about me, Tina?
Yeah, I did. All of it. I meant everything I said. I've been waiting to say it for a while now, and so thank you for the outlet.
Why does Greenbird Forever say I wasn't allowed to read? Why was he saying I wasn't allowed to read off the script? Does no one appreciate me? That I put this together with my own sweat and blood, and I had everyone in this Zoom room for 30 minutes before we went live to make sure it was professional. And no one in this chat... And Greenbird Forever saying not funny.
Good job deconstructing. Now play the piano. What other wells haven't you dipped into yet?
Jesus Christ. The only wells you've dipped into are 4-year-olds that live underneath your house.
What? I'm not Megan.
Max, is it true?
No, shut up. I did read it. I wrote it down. Okay, that's what you fucking do. Tina read hers too. Tina didn't memorize. The only reason Megan didn't read is because she's never prepared anything. The only plan she's had in her life is Plan B.
I've had like the pill abortion, but I've never taken Plan B.
So what? My mom's had an abortion. That means I'm the better version
but then,
of the 2 kids she had. Or 3. It would have been 3.
well, just because you lived doesn't mean that you're better. You know, I mean, good people die all the time, Max.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this...
Especially with this COVID.
Yeah, I don't think that Master Zack's cock is dumb and wrinkled either. I don't think that's wrinkled. So I don't think you should have said that about him, too. So I think it's okay I called him Fat Zack because I scripted it, but I think what you said was mean. Right, Zack?
It's okay. I'm a little fat. I could use lose some weight.
Yeah, but what Brad said, you didn't like what Brad said though, right?
Brad could he could take some notes.
What about what he said about me? Do I get no validation?
Nicole, you've got the worst voice in the world.
And that's saying something with me here hosting the show.
Well, Maxime, why don't you just go play your piano?
Yeah, Max, play your piano.
Yeah, play your piano.
No, just kidding. No one wants to hear it.
Yeah, just kidding.
Like Megan said, why don't you make like Liberace and instead of playing the piano, be homosexual?
Brad, why don't you make like the other famous musician, Kurt Cobain, and kill yourself? Or we could get Courtney Love to do it for you. One of the two would shut you up for once. I don't like what you said about me, Brad. And honestly, like, I made myself this really cool. I made myself fucking Flavor Flav.
It's like it's blackface.
No, it's not fucking blackface. It's the opposite. It's whiteface on a black body.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chimeric.
That's called whitewashing.
It's not whitewashing. I'm not saying Flavor Flav. I'm just upon him because I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
And much like the clock on Flavor Flav's chest, I think that's our time.
That was good.
No, don't say it's good yet. We're still in fucking character. You rotten piece of shit. You fucking micro dick of a human.
If it helps, I didn't think it was any good. I didn't think it was good what he said.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear your Flavor Flav joke.
I'm going to cut to Manda, and then I'm going to cut to the credits. Hey, you're online with Bloodfeast. What's up?
Hey, it's Avi.
Okay, let's hear
You
Avi.
want to hear my review of Farewell?
Yeah. Well, no, that's for tomorrow.
Oh, it's for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well,
Alrighty.
you know, I was going to do a bit about where I tell the aristocrats joke, but I don't have to remind you about your meeting with Adult Swim. How you got the team that says you Machu Picchu.
You mean he had incestual sex on the floor? And that's how he got a show? Doesn't make any sense.